Okay, me, like for my case, I was abducted in 96 when I was coming back for holidays from school in an ambush. In that ambush, I was the only one who was left. Everybody were killed. I remained alone and nothing happened to me. There is no injury on me, so they took me. It was between Lachiakochot and the place is called Okia Center. We have just passed the center and then in a certain valley. Yeah, when they took me, I stayed there for 8 years. I came back in 2004 with 2 children. We actually stayed in Uganda for 1 week within Uganda. Then we started going to Sudan. When we went to Sudan, we reached a camp where they were camping. So when we reached, and then they started distributing us, the ladies, to men. At first, because we were 15 children, girls. Yeah, the training took almost 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, we were enrolled to become real soldiers now. And we are given guns. But actually what is always happening there, when they give you to a man, yeah, sometimes they give you a period of certain months to stay without maybe going to the man, but some men don't. After giving you to the man, they just begin using you, but others, they first see that you are still young, they keep you for a certain period of time, and then afterwards, they always keep on watching you if you have begun your period. Immediately after the period, then they begin using you. Like for my case, I stayed for 3 months. After that, then they began using me. And they really force you, not your own will. They just force you, and if you refuse, they just cane you seriously. The person who is the overall of the army is also doing that. Where will you go and report? There is no way you can go and report. You have to stay there without anything. Yeah. In case of any sickness like malaria, diarrhea, and all that, they have a dispensary where you just go and get treatment. Sometimes they use this in real medicine, but sometimes local herbs. You go and take, and then you'll get better. Like from Sudan, because they have a settlement where people dig and all that. And at first, before they were in good terms with Sudan government, Sudanese were supplying them with food. So keeping these children and their wives, it was not all that very difficult for them. But afterwards, we always dig ourselves, yeah, and we get food and all that. Sometimes, if there's war, they just go and loot from the civilians. They come and survive on that. But like for maybe taking care of this, the husband to take care of the wife and all that. Actually, that one you have to keep yourself. It is you now to manage yourself. But he always see that all these are my wife. But it is you now to keep yourself, to care for the child and all that. There is nothing more he always do, apart from giving you to, apart from maybe having sex with you, and then you produce, you have to keep your child yourself. There is no one to take care of yourself. And if there is war, it is you, the mother, to take care of all the children you have. No one will take care about for them. You have to carry all of them. If they are still young, they cannot manage to run, you have to carry them yourself. And you find that many mothers they always get injured, they die, all that. Because men always, they run away, leaving the wife behind. When the government soldier from Uganda went to Sudan, we were attacked. Then we started moving, coming back to Uganda. But when we reached at the border, we stayed at the border almost for 1 week because we had no food. We are surviving on wild what? Fruits. There's no food and all that. So when we reached the border, we got some garden of cassava. Then we stayed there almost for 2 weeks. But when the government soldier realized that we are within, they came and attacked us. So in that attack, I managed even to leave one of my child because I cannot carry all of them. So the attack, I was having 2, so I was carrying all of them. But the attack happened when the soldier was so near to us. So I got up and my child ran. I also ran with the younger child. So I left my child, the eldest daughter. Then after 3 days, she walked and got us again.
How old was she?
She was 4 years. Then that is the time when I got my daughter, then that is the time I started thinking of coming back home now. I said, no, I cannot stay now. My children are going to die. Then after 2 days, I escaped. I saw her, but you know, when I got up like this, I fell. Then I was grabbing the younger daughter. So she passed in front of me. But when I got the other child, I started running after her. I found her, she's no longer there. So I just continued running. I left her. I don't know which direction she took. That is how I left. Then after the soldier came and did the survey of the place, they went. They did.
Where were you?
We have gone now far because we ran away from there. So we have gone in a far distance now. Then the child, I think, when the soldiers has already, she came back in that very position where we were staying under that tree. She came and squatted there thinking that we are coming back. She stayed there the whole day, the whole night. She stayed there. Then one lady, she was also looking after where people have gone. She came and passed from there. She found my daughter squatting under that tree where we were seated. Then she told the child to move together with her. Then it rained a lot at night on her. So she was just shivering like this. Then the child couldn't move and all that. That lady told me that she told the child to get up so that they begin moving together. The child refused. So she also decided to leave my child. She just went. Then the child got up, thinking that maybe if she ran, then she will get the other lady. But she ran in vain. She didn't get that lady. So she started now following where people were moving, the path where people were moving. She started following it. After 3 days, we had her. When we have already moved far away from where we were fought, then that is the time we had her crying under the grass. Then they sent 2 soldiers to go and check whose child is that. Then they found my daughter. Then they brought her to me. We were coming to cross a main road. So we are divided in different groups because if you are crossing the road, you are not supposed to be in one long line. So they divide you so that you pass at once. So we were divided in 3 groups. So when we were almost coming to cross the road, then the second group in the middle, they entered an ambush. So for us, we decided now to run back. When we ran back, we started now moving toward east. We wanted to go and cross from up now. That is the time when I got the chance of escaping, because we decided I decided to come with other 2 ladies because they were also having two children. So there's no one to carry for them. Then I told them, they accepted. when people crossed, because they always, if they cross the road, they leave they call it standby, to make sure that everybody passed. But during that time, they never left anyone to remain behind to see that everybody passed. So we remain alone. We are three. We were moving together. So we decided to squat next to the roadside. Then everybody just passed. They went. Then we came back to the main road and we started following the main road. But good enough, there was a certain center near. Then we came, but it was coming dark. Then we slept in some village. There's no one there, but we got some grassed house. We just came and entered. Yeah, had gone to the camp. So we entered there. We slept. Then in the morning, we got up. Then we found certain lady. She came to weed her garden. Then we went to that lady. Then she decided to pick us and brought us to the government soldier, to the barracks. That is how we escaped. When we first came, they received us well. They gave us everything like mattresses, blankets, clothes. They gave us to stay with it in the center. And then from the center, they always give us guidance and counseling, whereby you find that they give you according to a certain counselor to make sure that he or she counsel you very well before you go back home. Yeah. And after because I stayed for 2 months, after 2 months, they were selecting people who want to go back to school. Yeah. So I also decided to go back to school. After that 2 months, I was taken back home. Then I left my children with my mother. I went back to school. They started sponsoring me at school. In fact, at first, because I left my child even when she was still very young, only 8 months, with my mom. Then the first time when I went, life was not easy because all the time I was thinking of my child. However much I was calling to find out how she's doing, but I was not contented. Until when I came back for holidays, I saw that my child is doing well. She even completely doesn't know me. Then I went back. I began settling there at school. But from there, no one knew that I may be from captivity and all that, because I did not even tell them, apart from one of the teacher who was from the north also, but we were handed to her. So she's the only one who knows about it, but the rest doesn't know. So life was just easy for me. First of all, I've put God as my stand. I said, let what has happened already on me should not happen anymore. I have to see forward for the future of my children. Because the way I saw my family, I have brother and sister, all right. But no one will come and say, I'm going to cater for you in everything. So I decided, let me struggle and fight for my children's future. And that's what came into my mind, to go back to school. And I really thank God, because He's still caring for me and He's still providing me what I need for my children. Yeah. Okay, World Vision supported me from senior 2 to senior 4. Then from senior 5 to university, there's a certain lady, she's called Els. She started sponsoring children, many children, whether you are stayed in Gusco, World Vision, or Rakele and all that. So I was among them. My hope for the future, first of all, my focus is on my children, as I told you before. I need my children to do well. And I really hope that the husband I'm with him now we have to struggle and
Very
fight
curious
all.
about that. You are married?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I'm married now. So that we fight with him, and so that all the what has happened on me, I should forget it all. We have to focus to see that we have a better life in future now. First of all, this war has really affected so much, because you find that children born out of sexual violence, they are neglected in the community. They have nowhere to go. People are stigmatizing them. So if they can't come, so that they fight that and support these children, we shall really be very glad, because that's the reason why we opened this office. Yeah, because there is a lot of problems which these children are really facing. And no one ever since came to see that these children are looked after. Yeah, people just neglected them. And you find that some of them, they are now on the street, which is really very bad. And more so, their mothers, most of them, they were taken when they are young. They came back, they decided not now to go back to school. They are no longer doing anything. So they just do casual work to support them to get food and renting. And most people were rejected even in the community. So most of them, they are staying within town here. And life is not easy for them. And most of the children, they are staying at home. They are no longer going to school. And if they are not looked after, what kind of citizen are they going to make? So at least they have to come in and fight for these children, so that they also have somewhere in future. Because we can get a president from these children, we can get ministers, doctors, teachers from these children, if they are really supported. If at all he was out, I would take him like maybe in court. But unfortunately, I don't know whether he's going to be alive or he's still alive, I don't know. But since that has already happened, and it will never now go out of me, because it has already happened on me. However much I'm going to forgive him, but I will not forget what he has done on me. Yeah. It is now a wound which can never be healed unless otherwise.
My name is Lanyeriana Peace. Okay, what she told me is that she was abducted when she was in P2 from her sister's place. So from there, they went to a certain place that I've forgotten the place. They slept there, and then after that, they started journey also, moving. They were moving, but they moved because by the time she was being abducted, she was in P2. She was studying in a school called. In the school, they found them at home because it was like the mother was pregnant, and then also now from there, the father told her mother that she should go and help the sister, the grand sister. Then from there, she went to the sister. Then she was abducted from there. By then, she was 12 years old. Yeah, but from there, she tried to escape. And then she was being caught. Then what she told me is that she was told that she will be beaten. Then now what she said is that she made a complaint because there was somebody there who is big over the name is called. Now from there, they left her. Then they took her to another group, which is very far from there. And then from there, she stayed. And then she reached 14 years old. And then after that year, she was like, what they told her is that she has to get pregnant, because she cannot yet produce. So now what she told me is that she was being given a drug. Then she took that drug. Then for a few months she got pregnant. When she was yet 14 years old, she gave birth to that baby, who's also died from there. She stayed and then got pregnant again with me, who is now the second born. Okay, like from there. Now, because from there, she produced 2 children. That's me and then younger sister of mine. And because my father was saying that my mother she's ever producing only girls. So now, since she's only producing girls, that means she has to go away. And then what my mother told me is that from there they've started quarreling. That my father took me away from her to the stepmom, to my stepmom, one of my stepmom. Yeah, now from there, since I was taken to my stepmother, and also my mother was in need of me, and then he went to that stepmother of mine, and then she took me away from there. And then now from there she decided to escape to come back home. For the case of neighbors, sometimes like if our children did anything, now they may just say that you just leave those people, maybe because those children are just behaving like that because they have returned from the bush. So even for us, we find it difficult because every time they're just talking like that. For my case, since even my mother stopped in P2 and I want to study, so we don't have school fees and even the requirements, if they can support us with, so it will be good also, so that we should study also. And if they could see way forward to stop the issue of stigmatization, because now it's common, even from school. Now if they can put a rule that can guide them not to be treating us in a bad way, it will also be good. Or in case they are going to marry our mothers, they should allow also all the children to stay with their mothers, not to separate them, theirs from others.
Yeah. For me, when I was born, I used to live with my father, but during those times we were staying in a certain place. In that place, there was everything there. You can play, but war was there. The soldier, Uganda.
Where was that?
In Sudan.
You used to stay in Sudan?
Yeah, they used to stay in Sudan.
Oh, in captivity?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, one time soldier come, the UPDF soldier.
How was
life there?
How was life?
Life there was good. Huh? They used us to farm. Things were fine from there. But they come to certain time when war started. So my father ran away and my mother also. They ran away and they left me. From there I was alone now. So the UPDF soldier come and pick us. We were 4. Then from there they take us to Kampala. From Sudan they pick us with airplane and they take us to, I think, Kampala. Then from Kampala, they brought us to Gulu now.
What happened in Kampala?
From there, they just feed us, give us basic need. Then they brought us now to Gulu.
You said you were 4 children.
Yeah, but those children, I don't know where they take them, because they divide us. When they brought us to Uganda, some they went to good school. From here we stay. After some 2-3 years, then they take us home. From our home there,
You spent here 3 years.
I think 2 or 3. Then they take us home. After, when we are here, we play, joke, laugh, we are happy, drawing picture,
You draw.
yeah. Also teaching us how to live and practice song. Then they come here. Then they take me at their home. From there they leave me there. That is how I found them. And I start to live with them. From there, early in the morning we wake up, we go to garden, come at 6. At 6, from there if we come from the garden, then we go and bathe, come and eat food, we sleep. And for me, I was not doing schooling until my mother came back from the bush. That's where I start schooling. We went to an organization called Action. From there in Action, they were keeping me well from there, but it came to a certain condition during peace talk time. My mother also went, they come and take her also during those peace talk. So my father said that my mother will not come back, and I was living there. From there, she did not come back, but others, they come back. So we were staying I was staying amongst stepmother. And after that one, they took us from there, from that center. They take us to their children home. So from there, they start to sponsor me in school. They came to a certain extent that they said now, they will stop us. They stopped sponsoring us. They said in senior 2,
They will stop.
Yeah, they will stop, because they're lacking money now. From there, they took us from the center. They brought us at home to our mother. Now, there's no way now, because our mother was thinking that those people will sponsor us to university. For me, I come and met her now at home when they were wanted to send us back. So I met her. They said for us there in center that she has already come back from the bush. So they took us back to see her. That's how I saw her. She got another man from here. I'm staying together with them, because sometimes other children which are born from here, they like saying, this man is from the bush, and this makes life not easy in the community. And even sometimes, like others, they are not doing school because of stepfathers. Other children will be loved, others will not be loved. I will not feel okay, because even staying with others will not be easy. They will be saying, you are not a good man, or you kill people, and you will not be having even sometimes friends. That stepfather, for him, he just come, when he came home, he like coming home at late time, during night time, while drunk even. So when he come, he did not give even money to support my mother. She will be struggle alone. And even that home where my father, the homeland of our father, people are not staying there. Only one person which is staying there. Most of them, they scatter. Some are living in Kampala, some are living in Gulu. Some went to their mother's home. So that land, only one person is staying there. Yeah, for me, when I say, they will say yes, but they will not take me there even. I've asked them, but that's the, both of those two of my parents, the stepfather and my mother. When I asked them, they sometimes said yes, sometimes they will keep quiet. Even I don't know what they will be thinking now. But I've asked them, I've tried, but they refuse. The first they said yes, and they will not take me there. And sometimes they'll just keep quiet.
So would you?
For me, I don't want to stay at my mother's home. Because sometimes when I grew up now, those people now at our mother's home, they'll start to say, you go to your real land, that is not your homeland. So I want to stay at my father's home, but there's no way to go there. Because even those uncles of my father, in a year to come, I think this stepfather of mine will start to abuse us. Because the way you behave, only like to drink alcohol. For him, when he come back drunk, he will not disturb us, but he'll just go and sleep. Early in the morning, he'll just go, to drinking alcohol. But he will not be giving money for food, but he want to come back and eat. For me, what I want them to do for me, I want them to sponsor me in school, and second, I want them, if possible, they can buy for me a land so that I cannot now be going to my relative. Because from there, if I go, they will say my mother from my father's home. Even my mother was not married from that place there. So they will say, your mother was not married, so we don't know you. So I want them to buy for me a land, that when I grow up, I can stay in that land and it can help me. They should give for us also respect. They should also teach people in the community to avoid that just abuse, like saying that you have come from the bush, you are a bad person. Even if you did not do anything wrong, you just say you have done something wrong.
Maka tar kun po beru yot pen no pura tiri kom maka ene a chera ber marao dwe ario chigi tinga ke mia bola chiwo mo ni ogwaka ba muze mo ma do teki me gere nya good kar man wan fut po war ke dano muze ene an be ger ke no tita ma ana no fu titi na ngeni muze ene gwak no rome kwa no be gwaka o ki de wo muze ene cha ko ba ma dong te cha ko bang ka ana ki wit mi tier be angeni ngo gwak tika to ka to o cha ko be ke no be put no paran wa kit gen mo e ken o ken cha ma dong vor ka be dak pu dak wa ya te wi ne a yen kar te ri kar ko ni pe ento te mo bora kwe no ko me ni pira mo donye kuma remo chwe kuma me ken ento cha ma do wa je ket eno ne o ki kenyi ka ma dong wa ano te chiar ka rwata ki be mo pen fu ki tiana weng no do la pe pada ran wat ki ter be en be pa doctor lia ki be ko no wana ngi pen dong kar en ki wachi wan ti wa duare da che chak wana para chel chi ki tar wa ara chel kete o ki ara chel eno ne yende ne pe wa ngi ga ngo ma ti ka ti mi wana ne ana ta ento do o no ne tekla cho eno no ka o ko ka nger ka no tika mer bor kweri ne no kene mer bor kweri wan mo kene dana cho mo ma dien man lo be ke nye doctor lia en ma fut wa ten en ne la cho ka a de wo en me te bet kweri wan en wen kom en ne ko ba ko ke nger en no dong nen mara da ento wan we ten wa pe ki ker mo e kan nyo pe ki ke dwan mo e kan pa ko me te nyaro iken mo ma en gere to nian ma chel wa tan wa danga wa chi a chel wa wen ki pistol ma nian eno go wa ti ki di wo chi dong ki danga mo kan pe wa danga ke lok en ke ngi mar da a ki kenyo ma be dong ma kan ma ke ngi dong cha kwa nya wa anda cher ka be ma ki lo ni twinkle ko no no dong wati wana nyer wana dek ana be weng pe wano ko mama yot ko mama ken mo bir ma yot pe ki twinkle kono dek mo ken ke mi dek ni teri ento no ken ti awo pare kono ti awo pare en pe in mer pe cham a ka de ti mo gen mama ra mi pi mo ken ki ko bangwen ni mar tumo ki kwani ni chere kom yan mo ti ki tero ni ti ngote kom yat en wang yat en opor che en be po no ko mama pa no ko mama yot piano no ni gen en po por ko pa da ma men ki timo ki ten ne kar en abedo en da nywala ti ana ma ti nye yona ka ma nywal wo mo be ki no a won ma ke won ma ke pen ar yan mo ken pe nywal pe nywal ki en mo ken e nywal ki eno ki ti kariemo wa no mo ken mon ti ka bien ko wa ai kuma no ki ti ka chelo ni mo ken nywal chi a chi wot mon nien mo eno chelo wa de da ka ma do chelo wa chi a po ni a po ka ki yona eno piano wo be ki no wan bugi chi dong bugi wa chi en be kwa na tiana eno ne piano ken mo na en ngara chelo wa chi an chen ngo ana jo a chi do wa ken en be kwa yona a chi no en wo wo no ti no dong wa bien no yo kan ka no ti ta to ka ma do kwa yona chera kere chi mo tu chelo yona ke da dan wa rien chi dong yona bien bo chan ka wa ti ye
No ko pa ko woni yana.
en o kwa yona ke bara
Luanya yo wa ko pa ko woni yana ke
en kwa yona ke bara chi do o lwen dak tu ke ki kama ino gen ke ti ne o dong wa re pa ka she ka ma dong lwen cha ka lwen cha ma ra re da chi dong ke chelo yona ke po chan ke en dong ke bien ke re pe kilo be chi dong a ja kwa yona ke dong nien en wa wo bien cha yu ta to ka no wa ngolo nam ka dong wa ngolo nam chi dong ana kwa yona dong be bodwa chi no dong wa ti ka da ka ngolo nam en dong ka ma da du ke ye ma dong no te chi dan ta chi chu dan en ma dong no ki wa chi lwen ti chi no ke ka ru ku je be dong lwen cha ka wan wa yipe wan ngwen wa an dong pa be dak pen ka ana da ki ran kwa yona dong ngo ka bu ku bien ke mi ran kwa yona dong da ko kere en da a o kere ngo bien o kere o bien o paro chwero en me ta ma na wa je wi pen ka da wa cho ma wen mo ken ching ram ta ka ma do bien o be ro chwer ke dong mon ma chwer ke nyu wa no nya ga te o fit ke nyu chi no pa nge ke nya o ke ro fit ko no en o fit mi chwer ke bon mon o dong ke ti ma dong ke lo wi ga kan o be wi ga ka ma ti ke lo wi ga da bien o be gusko no wi ga te o wil ma na en to gang wa kere ke gama kere be dak ke kwer gama ento dong eno be dak to tunya ke bisa pena ki kuja bana be mara chi da tam ni da ka dugu gang ma bana ko dak pena no ger ma mana pe ba bar ma ka wang winyi ni ana dugu o bieno gama nena o kwer gen eno ne da ka dugu nena ke te wachi en pera gama pena dugu kilo te eno mo a ke lum kono en chien ma wa no kuja ti badwa chien pera gama kilo te eno ne ma ba do kwera ana be gusko kenye gusko ne dong ta me cher panga odwa chi o mien ma bana e do bieno gama mien bana ti ba de cha o mien bana bieno gama tere ba de ka ma da be ba de be ka be ma be ento mon da ka cha ko mane an ma da be ba de ken yo ma inen ma a kan me cher ba de yo eno ke ga pe an wachi ana ti ka lo kre di ko ilum ma kon joni cha mo e ken ron bieno chil barak eno ni meno ena ti ana ba de pe anu kana waro bien ke tan kan wa an koni wata ma anta wata na ti ka ranking kada chwalo da lokre di kol ni kono do ma da ti ka man ko at pala dita ti ka eni wa ka ga yo eno ni dong ngo anu pa yo en ke ga ni mo ta mo e kan po ngwe nyu ngan mo e kan po wat ke kenyo o ke kenyo na dien ma lo en gen eno cherbo el chi ki dong wa gang kenyo ki wa ko meno ba ni weng be ki no ni ki dong gen pian a du wo kren abur arata ka no ki gading gang en at ma ka ana bur ni weng o dong ge gwa ni ngo ni a chara be bara an mo ti ma at en ger be kon ka lo ko pie ma dong ki niang se ki ngi ana pe pa twa lo kuja chi dong o ngo anda be dugu karman la dir ga ta ti kiria la dir eno ti ka meta be der o ka ma anda chara be bara eno o ni ma che la dir be ranking ano eno dong nien kar en be ne gar pra ti o kere kwena ti to kan mo reping an da kiri lok ene gang ana da bien a ke perak eno kan dong ia ti ke ti awu mo ki lon ni wahrach eno no tian ma adu kwet ki ario ni ateme me yinyo kama guogi tie ento kwar ga no me ni gangi ti atia ento kum gangi ma ti atia ke mien chwa na be pega ento ma cha la cho gara tie ne do gang en ngar mo ken mara gwa no tin en atia ne pe ento ateme ga me no gangi pen ka in na pol wana wo bien weng watika meta wa chere gan wa pen be ke na ma wa no mo ko wa tin wa mera wa chere gan wa ento ka in chere no na cho ma na cho en pe me la tin na in chere ke pen no tin en ka ker gi pe ke ker mo ken in chere bore ke la bole chala an ma chere bol aro ma o chana ti ke na nyal ke rio ento no en pe ten me lo tin a rio ma no ana adek ma ana chere ke bor ni ento kun no ka no ti ke miti no ngi lo tin en wen tie ento o yu ngi la ka ma mer en me ga rio ni ken chi dong wa no de te lo ten en ni wan me ker ko en pol wa wen pini an ken pol nyen mo a ge ku ja wen ma gen en te kwar ko ma le ra de dul man no watiki gen o cha no ni gi cho lo ten wa cho lo ten gi tika yin lo ten en ket en pen gen en wa ne le pa lo ten wa ket gi tika la ni kere ji kama mer ge beri e pe ena wa ta ni wa mien lo tin en ka no ka mente ramo konyi gi nyo dul ma e ken ramo konyi gi konyi gi ken mi chule school fee ken mi pe ka ma wa pa ma kere ki tie kere ye ni tama kong penya me achiel ka ba gam na penya ni nen na keta an nen ka nyu ko na yak ti bot ni pen choj tung wa tika choj ne kuni dano nyo ka chalo wan gi en ma dong ni an wa choj lo ten wa en ma duong dong che kar po nya ko nyige nyo pe dong kon mo ma dong ka meto konyo wa en no pe no be wi wan mo be ka chochi nyo ki lu dien mo ni dana rio mo be ka choj Angela gene Janet chi dong ko na tiket eni ke nen che dul mo ye konyo mer ki konyo pe no pe ki ker ki lu tien en be ki tika ma ma raj ka no gramo konyo ki konyo an pe an a chekene ki mi wa matwes chi no ki wa du wa gam cheni mo anta no po me do dugu wa we are uput pe wa mete no chene no an ka che nen ke wila ngom ke yu yara are china ngi ni gwa no pen nyu ki chula lo ten gang kwan pe na da ta me no pen ka da ti are no ara pa no pa are nyu no dong ka nen cha yin chi na yin me mi chem ki ken ka yin en po lo dong nyu ke ket dong an kam no an mera gwak lo ten en pe en ka na tiki ar no lo ten en abu be ka ngoma na tiki er ga lo ten na weng no dong gen mo ka na mer ma pat pe jo ne en ni ka ma no puda o no pe gi jo le pe en ka ke ni ma dong gi wai ne kong ngat eno a ke lum ne la kwen o ka mo ma dong pol boda kamak te ka no weng lo wa kilo kin gang te ka ten o gurgi mo ka wini en chien ma mo a ke ku jeni en da ger kom ka no pe lo o ka ma dong tunya no a chara wa be kin dan ke te wa che bore do bore mo ya wa che an ka chala an no po pa an nya pe do luona lo an tin ya la mangu re duk pa mi da luona ko men wa ngo wa po yel wi ka che mo ta ka che ma an ngi ni ya te en o no ka ma an wa la ka ti ko me o no bore te ka na ka pe che mo ta be no pe lo la en a che le ya no gi lo en ta no po le pe no ke da chan
Wanna do a very well vision. Igusco. Chi uncle amo bien ogang wake well Igusco. Utaru wa bere ka bere peje. Kikono luku e bere ka yelo wa chile wa koba la galimu. Kinati gang kwan. Chidong chano wa madie di mi choro bere pe. Da kwano wiye. But I don't know why any a bit kid and under quero. Under quero. She don't I don't rev than no each. Awake mamma.
en ta cha ma no dan pe
No doubt pay.
dan
And you no charm. I want a poor law caddy. And chair wire.
char wa di
The police. Ci uncle la wene ki weko bedi. Wene pian ki pimo ki na pe ki tuo. Ya ci an uncle la wene ki weko bedi konya mak la cho ni pe ci ki tara ba la cho ni kwero. Ni pe iche.
Ci dong ki timo ngak la chan.
Wene dong ki weko bedi. Konya mako ne peke.
Uncle ni char tuwe kesi ane.
Ci an dong ti dwe adek. Mo bedo marwa ya tijwan mamana.
Mama nong po timo gano.
Mamede dong ki tijwa kere.
Uncle liko.
Dong ba po lao.
Pegi timo gano mo uncle.
Ako bedo.
En chama yoni chama kiana yoni. Ma lok ma chama gitimo gine yoni manyot po chwer chunyi yubere yo.
Chama gitimo gine na mede gi mako.
Ha?
Chama gitimo na mede gi mako. Ci dong uncle la kwero. Chama bida we ki mamana kero uncle la kwero da do we obedi. Kuno ye ano. Yo mara timo pe ki ye dwa ka gang kwan.
Ye iana ye latin.
Ki dwa ka gang kwan ka latin on da nywara. Ki wile bungi mo pa teno ba wile ki latin. Ki besen wile. Dong pana yan. Dong pe kenyo. Kwano dong wako ki limo au daw mere ka loka nyingwa maduong. Ki boko be nyia.
Buko ba dakile mo cherne.
Ko ba dong forest na wala ka ole rusan. Kilo ba era pidong kata chan chane. Kete ka wa beri ye me achele. Na wa ye ni kere one no ko timi kom la tiana anko la na e wa tamni ngo. Men de ke pe ke mak la chone. Alor pia tami ko dak dugu mina mario nganu ke dak pio maka. Ya wa dong pa woro duo dong. Pa wini maber twal pian ya pio mi ye. Chingo mi wa ni ke la tiana. Ya me ka wan latini dong. Pangyo ka duga gam la tiana pio kwero. Chan.
Kaya wa dong ging no tuai juma dang ki duong rian ki duong gud chi ki chak ki duak yo gang ki chak ki duak yo gang chi no ki no ma ki kiana no ma ma che tiene le yan mu du ka ni chi ko ro ki no chu tiene wa du ra e ni wa tiene chi wa ngo ya wan ko ngo ki lu wa gang ki lu gang chi no ki chak ko ki chwa la bu ma rio ma ki beru bera tia chi wa ngo ki lu dai bara Tingu ya bokele wa kutinyo wa barak kutinyo wa ko gang moy kono tiga der chelo nyar gang no wa o igen atiak ti Uganda da no ti Uganda yo chi wa ta gi moy marwata gi moy ti moy ni ngo no ko moy ni wa ngo chelo wa ni chelo wa si o dong ya ba ko dogo nyoro ya ba ko dogi no ngi tanya wa moy abu bari no ko lo gang si no nyoro moy cha wa ngi chelo wa dongo Sinong dah ya bulak nang gila. Sinong guja wan wajinga. Wan mo word gidi lu. Mo word gidi lu ngana ngi war yo maleng. Si o wan war lu war. Si o tung wa gan wa dug de yo maleng, wa dug yo maleng. O nong tin wa ke wa dai bara. Ta ka bi nya bagang wa ke wa bara. O bere bara ke nyu. O bere bara. Ya ke wa cham. Kriya pi ya wa luak. Wa luak ke. Ditinyo wa ke nyu bara ru wa na. Wa bikel wa gusko ti tinyo wa ko no jamo kan ke poke wa elvizon kan mo kan ke tare gusko wan ke tare gusko mo ram ko ramo ma rio ti wa ngo mo chiar no gang gitar wa gang mo ke nyu ni ko ma ya pa ma pe ti wo ber ti wa ki wan ke chwa wa gang mo ni gang ngo jo ne ko wo ber kon kan pe to ti wa ya ber ke nyu mo ber kenyo chingo mo kenyo je chulo mo chulo o la kier ma kenyo o la kier ma kenyo chiu ngồi là nhiên qua ngồi là nhiên qua cái tờ nhiên ngồi lè đứng đấy cá có một bể gang từ mà cái có một bể nó gang ô nó mà ya betul dong ya nó phur gian nó phur lej dong nhar lum po nhar lum chua charo ngồi chơi chui lại gang qua nó gir ôi klaya beach gide mà nó qua nó gir klaya da nó qua ôi klaya beach ôi cái cầu voga cái gus của mày có ai lên nó có bài chui luôn cái gus của wan du nó gang nó ma cái như nó bỏ nó men mà nè sao phải ghi qua này mà nó cho nó bự bê mới chịu là cho nó bự bê cho ma đúng không tụi ăn nó mà nhà bệt gang para đa gang qua đi mà bằng para đa gang qua mà chỉ bệt gang có một tụi mà chỉ bệt gang mấy cái này mấy anh xem được qua này bé cho nó bự bê mới chịu là áo bự làm tao mà chia lắp tao mà đi ở đa gang qua nhà đi ở mấy bự đa gang qua nó ăn nó phồng cái bông para mà đa gang qua mẹ đa mà nha má tầm người nhà áo người nhà bực bê phải nghe làm ba nó chỉ về phải nghe bằng càng đi áo qua trên đây qua các y tế xuống áo tầm người nhà làm ba quê phải nghe làm chỉ về ba rồi nhà ba nghe rồi làm ba làm nhà nghe rồi càng nhà ba rồi pì nhà nghe mấy của ba nó nghe được mấy cái này quen cái chuyện là trẻ nó cũng nó ghen với cái nghề à cảm ơn cảm ơn đàn nổ bê thì yang ngào ba là tem một như nào quê ba là muốn nói à ma nó kia là ấy nhiều kia nó muốn nói này và cái tia chưa ba không mấy tia mà ba không mấy đà nó ngỏm này nhé ba không phải quan kia mà cũng nó kia cái ma rồi cái ma rồi cái ma mấy cha cái ma được tiền nó một cái này quê quan đặc mà nó ba nó tiền nó à gì luôn nào cũng kia đó cái thứ kia thứ hai nhưng mà ra cha nó ba nghe còn nó bị gì vậy mẹ nó nghe con cái bê là ăn ngọt cái bê mà nó kẹp gì vậy nó chỉ mà rong nó này pian biu bu qua nè pian cái chuyện ở đó nó mẹ là giúp cái gang à bê con nó cái gang này nó bê nó mẹ không giúp cái gang ai bê cái pian ba nó muốn nói chuyện gì mẹ ba chơi cái tiếng hoa cái ông đang nó ba la cài đó nó ba nó muốn nói chuyện mẹ nó cái gang ấy rồi ba này nghe đã bê đi vậy kata teacher giá đó bà là cái teacher mua cha mà teacher mua in mi cha mi duyệt mai pi cái này bây giờ nó bà này teacher mà nó teacher phải cho mà kia cái là cái con mà con thì em qua mua cho thiếu pang à luôn mới tỏ mà chứ ăn kiểu vào đây mà cho vượt qua con này này cái rồi em có vượt qua ô của đi có còn thì cái bên cái xe mà về ô ruộng mà nó còn char balo jimi arwa ton du gorwa no mi arna ko bana wan ke ci warinya en ge pemer wa de ko ge wa chano ka ma fu po bora lo ti yene mo ramo na ko wa nyo pian tuan da wa a ge lu mi pe ge mer wa gramo na ko wa cái nghề này qua à không cái nghề này qua mà chỉ bể được cái da pe ma rồi cái nó gramo mi ge mi tuan mo no mà ro ma ko jo ne nhỉ chỉ là mẹ nó coi như cái tuổi phía đa nó cơ như rèo cơ như quanh cơ tìm một ba nào huy nhận ai lùng cô như vậy chứ nó có đa mà chỉ cái tuổi nó cái mác cho này nó nhớ về cái lọt bên cái tìm một ba chỉ cái qua gì vì kia và quan phố bên nó bay con một cha đâu cũng mà mẹ quét cái bê gì là quan phía nó quan không ạ quan kia nó đuôi kia nó bay nó điệt của mẹ quét có một bê đi cùi chuối không phố bên nó bay có chào anh bay không mà phía nó ai bay không mà đi mẹ cái quét vào bên cây bê cùi non là không tai ta mấy cái rau nở qua mùi rau chuyện nhiều quá nhá đa rồi này quen cái ma là ba em thì bà nó đầu bê cái mon bây giờ mo cái mon này cái mẹ rồi cái tiếng của mẹ ngọ cha cái tiếng mà duy này to tim ngọ bữa chứ cái ta mấy cái rau chuyện nhiều quá à duy này bà ta cái rau đủ pian ngọ qua chỉ quan ngọ gen cái gọi là phụ đồ có đủ ngay cái rau gạo cái rau đùa qua cũng như bà chỉ cái pai tam cái nó cái rau còn nhà mấy chú lấy school free cái chùa là bác kia là quan phía nam phơi chậm là quan kia cái chùa là quan ôi sinh nhà thì cái nó một nọ tịt không chỉ là nông tịt để mấy cái mấy cái đông với qua nè